This episode of Film Riot is brought to you by Domain.com. Welcome to Film Riot, the show that blah 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 blah. Today,
What?
We're not. I didn't want to say it.
You have to.
I got lazy. I'm your host, Ryan Conley. Today, we're not taking a look at effects or techniques, but instead,
I think that's
the
bad
past
juju.
year. You're bad juju. We're taking a look at the past year, the best of. So each of us picked our favorite either sketch or custom ad of the year, and now we're going to watch them back one by one and talk about them, why they play. This time we don't have Bruno, but we do have Emily back.
It's less beard.
Hi, Emily.
Hi,
One
Ryan.
minus one beard. It's a little less beard than last
Nice
year.
change.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the first one, which is going to be my pick because I can.
You're
And it's-
egotistical.
Yeah. And now we don't have a name for this sketch actually. It's the one where you communicated with a grouping of font. This was one of those sketches where we're always on a tight deadline, but this was one of those where I had to write, shoot, and completely finish the sketch in one day. It was just one of those insane tight deadlines, and I had no idea.
I think we shot it in like an hour.
Yeah, no, it was shot in an hour for sure. And it was one of those sketches where I was like, oh man, I hope this comes out. And then it ended up being my favorite of the year. I think because it's so different than all the other ones that we did. And we were adding emotion and character to something that didn't exist or have any emotion.
Oh, we did not hear the end of that.
It's jam,
It's
not
jam, not jelly.
You know what we're saying. I love the remote shot coming out. That's one of my favorite. But just the fact that in the end, the font, the text actually has a character. I thought that was so much fun to try to do.
This was one of the first times I acted with nothing as well. Like I wasn't acting with anything to act off of.
Oh,
it
as
was
far
just
as like
an inanimate
communicating
object.
with
Yeah.
something that wasn't there. Yeah.
Now you know how Shia LaBeouf feels in Transformers.
You.
Oh, give me a break.
This is our neighbors thinking we're crazy again. We're out here for the most part. And this was annoying, I remember, because kids got home from school right when we were shooting.
Yes.
And we didn't have time to like wait an hour or do it the next day. So we just had to wait in between kids being loud. And of course, kids see cameras.
Yeah.
I was really worried about this scene too because it's this whole dialogue scene with you and just font. So I cut to you and you say some stuff and I cut over your shoulder.
You have to read.
And you have to read. And I was
Yeah.
really worried that that wasn't going to work because our norm is that quick back and forth. That's like how we do our comedy dialogue. And this was like, and then finding the pacing of leaving it long enough for them to read, but not too long to where it's like, okay, move on. But I think it works really well, I think. And I love that we're just pushing all this emotion on a thing just based off of how you're reacting to it.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to.
Boo-hoo.
I'm sorry. Text?
And then it's gone. And then this is one of my favorite parts in the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why. But once you realize it's gone, you get all bummed out about it. And then we cut to a wider shot.
It's just like the
And
emptiness of
yeah.
everything.
And
The
then
world
wider.
got grim.
And then wider. I just think that's so funny. And then now we cut to a much cooler tone. Like whereas before it was like warmer and it was feeling happy, now it feels cool. Which is even in, you know, small little quickie sketches like this, it's nice to do quick stuff like that to kind of push that comedic idea that you're trying to, like now it's all gloomy. It's like the clouds have rolled in.
The world
for
feels
you.
empty without you,
Right.
font.
Everything's kind of more backlit than front lit now. Everything feels just a touch gloomy without font. And this whole scene only works because of music. I love the switch in music that happens when the font's back. And all of a sudden, boom, font's back. It's warm on your face again.
I just remembered what's about to happen. My favorite
Arris's
character from
character.
Arris.
Yes.
We gotta bring that character back.
Yeah.
So there's a hot girl at the door?
A hot girl.
You were finally using
But I thought that was fun. That was a really easy, that color change was a really easy thing to do quickly and push an idea. I won't take no for an answer. I'm definitely gonna have to write this character back into something.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you.
Those are just 3D glasses with white tape.
Yes.
It's the stupidest
Steve
thing.
Urkel.
So that's my favorite of the year. I think it was my favorite because it was the most different thing we did from everything else of the year, and very different from our usual. It was kind of a lighthearted, like a a kind-hearted almost sketch,
Like a-
even though there was some,
Like Film Riot's Pixar shorts.
Right, it was like that sort of vibe, which we really haven't done much of. I think Teleportation Tourette's was kind of in that vein.
Yeah.
Just the tone of it was so different, and just putting emotion onto something that didn't exist or have.
But honestly, enough of you.
Enough of me. Let's move on
Now
to
my
you.
favorite.
What's your favorite?
What's my
of
favorite,
2013?
Ryan?
I want to
And
know.
my favorite
Tell.
is the Star Trek one.
That
with the
is a good
Toddalicious.
one. I love starting on this box with the thing like
We were like
vomiting out of it.
rummaging through something.
Right, and it shows that you guys just finished setting this thing
Yeah.
up.
This is actually like one of the first times me and Todd have actually acted in the same room together.
Like right next to each other.
Yeah, because usually we're acting when like Todd's not there and I'm doing my side, or vice versa.
And I just cut it together later to make it look like you were talking to each other. This was me using hit film too. It's one of the first times I used hit film for Film Riot.
All that is
Yeah,
one of
that
the most
looks awesome.
solid
It
effects.
looks so good.
It looks like it's in the room.
A lot of people thought we put it in the room, and I love the argument you guys have about Apple
Yes.
Maps.
This is, I love
like a
Todd.
real
I
argument
love
we all
Todd
have.
in this.
His comedic timing is
Is so funny.
good. He needs to move to Texas. Is
Seriously.
what needs to happen.
Well, I still quote the thing that's coming up. The Arris, frick you!
I love how much he hates me in this sketch.
So funny. And I love how much you don't care.
Right.
It's just like, whatever.
I would say this is definitely my favorite dialogue piece that we did in 2013 for sure.
Yeah.
The back and forth.
Well,
is a
I don't
lot.
know. The Fast and Furious one was too.
I like
great,
this
too.
one better. I like this
I
one a
think
lot
I
better.
agree.
I think
But the
this
Fast
one
and Furious
works
one
really
held
well.
up pretty well.
And there's an X on
Look,
the floor just
a
showing
dog.
up. That should show up.
Wow, awesome.
Money.
I love your character in this too. You're such
Yeah.
a douche.
Yeah.
It's Arris. He's bad juju.
No, it's Apple Maps. I never use it for this reason.
I never use it either.
Arris! You never use it.
Never.
For this reason.
Right.
So you usually use Google Maps
Just
to
like a
steal
man
money from
crush on
bank
him.
vaults
This
halfway
line
around
really
the world
do.
using
It
transport
freaked me
technology
out.
supplied by J.J. Abrams.
Oh yes.
He nailed that.
Yes.
And those sideburns, though. My gosh.
Yeah, you need a
Trim that,
haircut.
man.
No.
66.
Oh, no. That's why my hair's so long. You made me grow that out.
Oh, the
Negative
yeah,
96.
okay.
Point.
Which
Grew
worked
for like a
out. It looked
year,
really
right?
good in proximity.
Was it like a year you grow your hair?
Yeah, it was a full year, yeah.
That's just lazy.
I will cook you in your own vomit!
Can we keep the dog?
I love how you don't acknowledge that he hates you, too.
Yeah. It's like, whatever.
I'm sure of it this time.
I love awkward stares. Clearly.
There's one in almost like every sketch we do.
It's so good. It is so good.
You added one into the Halloween episode for no
just
reason.
for the fun of it.
Hit the button.
This was when I was just hating Apple Maps so much. This was me exercising my Apple Maps demon.
Yep.
I think we tried to get to a movie theater. I wound up in the suburbs at some dude's house. I'm like, this is not. I mean, I could ask if I could watch his freaking. Can I watch a Blu-ray? And I love how it's clearly a terrible concert.
Yeah.
Like you can see your hands. That was a solid pick, Josh.
That was my favorite.
Solid pick.
It was the one that had me go ha ha ha.
But enough about you. Emily, what was your favorite
get it,
pick?
'cause you did it to
'cause
me.
You did it, yeah.
All right.
My
What was your favorite pick of
favorite
2013?
was the domain.com robot.
It's like no.
I'm saying.
And then
It's the stupidest opening
Ever.
What are you talking about?
And we were eating fruit roll-ups
Yeah.
for no reason.
Everyone thought you were in the suit, right?
Yeah, I'm not the one in the suit. That's not me.
No, that person's a little bit taller.
Just
Yeah.
a tad up.
I will say this: the person in the robot suit is the one who's always in suits. So whenever you
Yes.
guys are wondering
The
who's
gorilla.
in the suit, same person. But I'll never
The
say
Gumby, the gorilla, robot.
everything. Like,
Yeah.
if you can't see their face, it's probably this person.
Pretty much we have our own Andy Circus.
Yes. Yeah. No, mine has an Andy Circus.
I love that. I love the buttons. It's so.
They're so
terrible.
bad.
It's
I
just
love
like-
how.
And it's
bold
the
it is.
tin foil on the arms.
Yes, and the voice,
He's not gonna use
which I'm just behind them
The-
talking into.
yeah,
a
no, that was
microphone.
I was actually about to say that this one was hard to act with a robot because there's Ryan behind me speaking for the robot.
I love him
Oh my gosh.
making the sound.
And it goes into the.
People.
And the reason this person is always the one in the suit is clear. The mannerisms are so
great.
freaking funny.
But not from domain.com, from their computer.
What's hilarious about the person who we won't give the name of is they're actually really shy in real life.
Right.
But you put them in any kind of mascot uniform.
They're the most outgoing
Insane.
person.
Oh, this was
Oh, I love this
This
part.
was so hard not to laugh while we were filming this.
The only thing that bums me out is this coming shot is a little out of focus, and it makes me sad every time. I wish that was more sharp. Just the, the best is the sound there. Boop.
I laughed so hard.
I love the smack of the button.
Oh my god, so stupid. Beep.
I also love how vulgar it is.
Oh yeah,
Like the
but
thing
it's
is-
like this innocent vulgar.
Yeah.
Like it almost doesn't even know that it's saying bad things.
Yeah.
Ever again.
You did what?
Probably getting violated by a dinosaur right now.
So I was thinking.
What up?
This was actually another one that was written really fast. It was more of that ad-lib writing, which I think is why it's so funny, because it was like, you have a robot. It's so easy to write dialogue
Well,
for a terrible
how
robot.
this worked out is you're like, I have an idea of where we're gonna take it.
Yeah.
The night before, and I wake up and there's a full script, and you're like, hey Josh, come eat something. Friends?
Totes besties.
I think the original cut of this too was like 5 minutes or something like that, and I had to like trim it down. Good pick, Emily. Good pick. I think that's the funniest thing we did in 2013.
Yeah, for sure.
I still laugh at that one.
The outtake
I love
for that
that one.
episode with the robot.
Oh
at the
my
end.
gosh,
Which
yes.
we just left her in it.
Oh, so funny.
great.
Awesome. So that's 3 down, 1 left. So Arris, your favorite of 2013.
My favorite of 2013 is the Shrink Ray. The
Okay.
Shrink Ray one. This one's hilarious just because of like the shrink gun, how we just threw that together.
It was like a little
We went in the garage and just found things. And we're like, that'll work.
Often how
Yeah.
things go down. Hey, look, your hair's not out of control, Josh.
Hey, look at that. Before you made me grow out my hair to an outrageous length.
That first, this is just showing.
There's the awkward stare again.
Yep.
The awkward silence. I do it so much. That first shot of walking in with the skyscraper, that was one of the most fun shots, VFX shots I think I've done
Yeah.
in that
was
last year.
great.
It was so much fun to do. Too.
I love how this progresses. How you talk about how you took it from a yard sale. And you're like, was it a yard sale?
Our banter is pretty good at this.
I like how this one looks too. Here's the other thing. That house that we lived in before this one, visually was so much better than this house.
Yes.
The light was always great.
Well,
in
and
that
there's like
house.
color changes on the walls too.
this-
It's not
this-
just pure
there-
white.
there's no lighting here. This is all just the house. There's no extra lights.
Oh, this is when we,
So
we
good.
realized that you're in the building.
Yeah.
Ryan? You look like a little Ken doll. An ugly one.
Your little voice works
An ugly little
perfectly.
Ken doll. Unshrink him.
Can't.
Arris.
Seriously, this thing is a one-way trip as it turns out.
You didn't test it first?
Bro,
Gosh, I miss the visual appeal of that house.
Yeah.
This house is so hard to shoot. It's just the white flat walls. It's so uninteresting.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I love how that turned out.
Ryan
All like the dust
talking.
falling from the ceiling.
Yeah, it really worked. That was another thing that I was like, is this gonna work out? But just moving the camera up in the perspective of the thing growing and adding a little bit of dust completely sold the whole
I
thing.
adore panic comedy.
Yeah.
When
love
there's
panic
just
comedy.
chaos.
Yes.
I love it. It's
Which
so
we also,
freaking
that's
fun.
the other thing we do. We do awkward stares a lot.
And chaos.
And screaming.
Yeah.
Just yelling of some kind. It doesn't matter. It could be everybody just yells. It could be yelling
But
at
it's
each other.
always
Just yell.
entertaining
It's
for
so
some reason.
funny.
The
every
screaming
time.
is always funny.
Yeah.
Always funny. So that's our favorite of 2013. That's it. We've gone through them all. It was a good year. We did a lot of cool things. Obviously, my favorite thing of 2013
Proximity.
was proximity.
I got to it before you did.
Yeah, but that wasn't necessarily a Film Riot sketch of any kind. But that would be, I think that would be all of our favorite thing
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we did in 2013.
Even just by far the most fun thing to do.
Yeah, the production was a blast, and
Yeah.
I think we're all really proud of the end result. Which, if you haven't seen it, okay, go here.
Oh, shameless plug.
Go watch it.
Hey, I see you, and you're stupid. You know why? Because you don't use domain.com. What? What's domain.com? Let me explain like this. See what I'm saying? Explosion, dynamite, kryptonite, out of sight. See what I'm saying? Get a domain name. Get reliable, make it affordable. Like, with the Domain Discovery Service, you get robots from the future, helping you pick a name that's better and right. Magic, dragon, fashion, passion, takes it off. Use the coupon code FILMRIOT at checkout to get 15% off your domain name and web hosting. It saves you money! When you think domain names, think domain.com or aliens will come and suck your brain out through the lactic straw, stupid!
Well, that was different.
I knew you'd love it.
Love it.
That one's free.
Okay.
Stupid!
Logo.
So that's it for today.
That's
Again,
it for Film Riot
Film
today.
Riot.
Again,
Money
you can
is
follow my
money.
Twitter.
This is what I get for having.
Boom.
having
Josh Connolly.
Thanks for sticking with us in 2013. As always, you guys are amazing.
You haven't talked this entire episode.
Yeah. You know what? You haven't, and I said you needed to. You know what? You close out the episode. Come on, guys.
Good luck.
Okay, fine. Huh. Oh, look. I'm Ryan, and I host Film Riot, and, I'm gonna...
Emily, I forgot to tell you about the...